I don't need more gifting, but what I can't live without and what nobody can live without is more intimacy. You will never, ever have enough intimacy. About anything else. We want this video to get 1 trillion likes. We really do. We want to have influence. We don't want influence for ourselves. We're not that great looking. We're not that great at speaking. Neither one of us carries any crazy amount of gifting that no one else on the earth. We're not, in and of ourselves, we don't carry anything that God can't do in someone else. God used a donkey to prophesy to Israel. I don't need more gifting, but what I can't live without and what nobody can live without is more intimacy. You will never, ever have enough intimacy. You can never end your life and come before the Lord and go, you know what, I think I actually wasted a little too much time in your presence. It never happens. It will never happen. It didn't happen to John. He goes through his whole life, the only one of the apostles who isn't martyred, and he ends up on the Isle of Patmos, and he literally, he's seeking the Lord. He has these crazy visions. He writes a whole book about these wild encounters that he has with the Lord. He sets himself to be the most beloved of the Lord, and the Lord gives him the privilege of being the last in the book of the Bible that we ultimately are looking to for so much. And I know this is Allan's heart, and I know he wants to share too, but I can't allow you to hear anything else that comes out of my mouth. We could talk about great mysteries and everything else, but if you hear one thing, guys, it's that you need to be intimate. It's that you need to spend 900% of your day being intimate with Jesus and leave all your cares with him, leave all your anxieties with him, leave your future in his hands. He will do things far more and exceedingly abundantly, far greater than you could ask or think. He'll do things wild, guys. He took me out of that place and he led me to Ywam, and then I'm going to Afghanistan and smuggling Bibles. And suddenly all the teachers and all the professors who were asking me, like, what are you doing with your life? Where are you going? It's not about me, guys, because if someone had told me 5 years prior to that, when I was in the middle of adultery and drugs and just crazy stuff, if someone had told me in that moment that you're going to be smuggling Bibles into Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia and a closed nation, and that you will give your life for the gospel and you don't care what it costs you because he's worthy, if somebody told me that that's what I'm doing then, that I'm doing now, I would have laughed. I would have laughed right in their face. I would say a lot of horrible things to those people. But the reality is, guys, he's worthy. And because he's worthy, I need to reorient my life. I need to recalibrate my life. Every morning, I need to spend time with him. I'm not perfect at this, but it's my heart's desire is that I would spend more time with him. I'd give him a tithe of my day. I'm awake for 12-something hours, 13, 14 hours of a day. I'd give him at least an hour and 20 minutes of that. You get what I'm saying? Where I want to position my heart to give him what he's worthy of, and then so much more. I know you have so much you want to say with that, because I know your heart burns for this too, Allan.
That's awesome. I know you guys, your heart's getting stirred up. Like it's amazing, but it's like, really, I want to challenge you. Do whatever it takes. I mean, that's a dangerous prayer. Lord, whatever it takes. It probably won't look like what you think it's going to look like. The Lord's like giving me words and like so many different things about like, oh, you're going to do this, this, and this, and oh, that sounds amazing, because it like stirs up passion and it creates drive. He pursues us into that push, that drive, because I mean, he took me out of depression, and what he really burned it out with is inspiration and hope. Getting into Ywam and the different things did not look like that. The majority of Ywam and stuff has been character building. Just like he was like picking up trash. I've been cooking for the past 3 years.
God will put you in places to build your character, and I think you wanted to talk a bit about how sometimes the Lord will put you in a place that you have either no heart for, no passion for, no desire for, to test how hungry you are, if you're still willing to obey. And I know you have so much to share about that.
To be flexible and adaptable is really important, but it's like really hitting on the attitude and to really have a heart for obedience. And really what I'm learning right now, submission and obedience. Is our heart soft? Is our heart pliable? Yeah. And it's like, are we willing to serve even when we don't like it? It starts with in the kitchen. I'm cooking and cutting vegetables. And it's like, am I bitter and burning? Because I have been. I mean, I'm just being completely honest. He's like, Allan, I'm waiting on your heart. And I'm grinding all of that out. Are you going to live for me? He's like, give me your heart and love your leaders and value what they say and honor them. Now I'll do something with it. But I'm going to keep you in the kitchen until you until you get that right. Yeah. He knows exactly what he's doing, and it's like he hasn't forgotten you.
It'd be really cool if we just took a second, prayed and asked the Lord, just come with 2 different words that we feel like the Lord wants to release to the people watching the video.
It takes one step. Start with one, and then He'll lead you into the next. But it takes movement. Put complacency, laziness behind you. And it's like, do something today. I feel like the Lord's just saying, it's like just one step. Mm-hmm. Take one step with Him, and then see where the next will lead. Yeah. That could be getting up out of bed an hour early. Could be getting off the couch. Could be getting off of YouTube for a bit and
just finish this video.
Yeah.
It's really interesting that he said that, because I felt like the Holy Spirit said that His presence is wrapped in stillness.
Wow.
And I felt like we'd already touched on this in a previous video, but don't ignore the processes that God has placed around His presence.
Hey guys, so that concludes our series of Speak from the Heart with Nate and myself. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know, in the comments. If you guys have a message for Nate, I'll link him down below. What would you guys like to see? I'd love to hear from you guys and just see what kind of content you'd like. If you like more of the lifestyle stuff or teachings or whatever, we'd love to cover it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. God bless, and remember to live your life to the fullest.